Meh. Boy, it does not seem like deer season. Early September, hot, mosquitoes. I will say, last few days down here in Florida, it's felt pretty great. It's already started south of Highway 70, starting to here where I'm at now today. Got some cameras out there, been seeing a few deer. Had a buck on camera, haven't been able to really see like what he is, how big he is, nothing like that. Every clip I get of him, he's chasing this doe, and it's so fast in and out. I get one little clip of him, he's either got his head down or he's running and it's blurry. So yeah, don't really know what we're looking at here, but I can tell you this, guys. I've been hunting down here in Florida for 3 years now, and it is a lot harder than I was thinking it was going to be on public compared to Arkansas public. Alright guys, we made it out to the stand. I was worried there was going to be some other guys out here, but not that I've seen. Nobody else came out here. I didn't see any other lights or anything. We're set up on a good trail. I'm super pumped. First day of season. A lot of mosquitoes. What's crazy is there's more freaking horseflies than I thought of anything. That's blowing my mind. I got a swamp back here behind me. A field out in front of me. I feel like this spot would be really good for gun hunting as well, but obviously not gun season yet. So I'm expecting deer to pretty much come from them woods over there. There's a trail right through here. So I'm hoping I can get one right here or right in here. My camera is right there. Camera was set up way back there for a bit. I've seen a few deer coming through, but they always ran this way. It has been a quiet, no wind morning. All is off, and Thermacell has really done the job with the mosquitoes, I tell you that. Early this morning they were kind of bad, but now I'm completely fine. We got a buck a little ways away from here, probably about 50, 60 yards. Meh. 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 Dang it, I hate that. Oh my God. That happened so fast, y'all. I feel so terrible. He was trotting fast, like. So I heard something back here coming through the woods, through the water, I thought. And man, I freaking heard it. I seen him over there about 60 yards, grunted a few times. He acted like he didn't care. It looked like he was about to go the other way. And all of a sudden he just started coming at me pretty quick. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I knew these trees here, right here were about 30 yards from me. And then when he got here, I messed up because I was on my 30-yard pin and he was in between my 20 and 30-yard pin when he got to here. And that's what happened. I freaking shot him high. Gosh, I've never shot a deer that high before. So I feel bad, but it is what it is. I got another shot in him. He's dead now. Like, I cannot believe I got a freaking deer in Florida, y'all. That is crazy. I'm super pumped. I'm pumped about that. Whew. Thank you, Lord. Whew. I was not expecting that this morning. Like, it was so quiet and everything. I was not expecting, definitely wasn't expecting a buck to come out here. We got us a Florida buck, y'all. So this is the trail I was set up on. That was the tree I was behind right there. But he came out from about 60 yards that direction. Ended up right here in front of me. First of all, I just gotta say thank you to the good Lord. I am, man, stepped on my bow here. Super blessed for this opportunity. Again, I feel so bad for making a bad shot on it. It's no wall hanger. You know, it's nothing like what I'm used to back in Arkansas. But for a Florida buck, compared to what I've seen on Florida public land, it's a pretty nice little deer, I'm not gonna lie. He's actually got a bigger body on him than I was expecting. Well, that's a wrap for this deer hunt. Got out here at 4 o'clock this morning, went through the gate at 5. You know, it took me an hour or so to get back here and get all set up, so I've been sitting in the tree since about 6:30, I'd say. And 8:30, here I seen him, heard him coming through the water. Couldn't really tell if it was a deer coming through or not, but I was like, man, there's got to be something over there. Sure enough, I looked there and I seen his horns. I was like, oh wow. I was like, wasn't expecting a buck to come through here right now. Nice little 5-point for Florida. Got some meat in the freezer now. And my first Florida deer as a buck. And first kill shot with the new bow. This is crazy. It's such a small deer compared to like what I've killed in the past, and I feel like I'm super pumped for it. I think it's just because I've tried so hard down here in Florida the last few years and not got anything done that I'm just finally pumped. And it was kind of unexpected. Like, hadn't been seeing anything the last couple of days on my cameras. Nothing, so I wasn't expecting to actually see a deer this morning, and it happened. So super pumped about it. All right, well, I'm gonna go get him loaded up in the truck. I gotta go back and get my cart real fast, take all my stuff down, get out of here, and go get him on some ice. All right, one thing I gotta do real fast before I'm able to move him is tag him, report my harvest before he's moved. So I'm gonna take care of that. All right, I got my cart on the back of the bike now. I didn't bring it out there this morning, again, because I just wasn't expecting it. Also, I got some guys hunting over here, so I don't want to ruin their hunt. I gotta go slow, because I don't have a way to really attach this cart. I just got it attached with a rope. so it's kind of janky right back there. All right, finally got back out here with the cart. Like I said, so this cart usually has an arm on it, and my old bike, there was a thing that just mounted right there and it would stay behind you. So I just tied this freaking rope to it since that doesn't have that arm. And we'll see if it works. About to load this freaking huge monster buck up, take it back to the truck. But once again, I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you to God for blessing me with a deer and some meat that I can eat. Thank you to my wife for working for me today so I could go hunting. And my patience, because there was a ton of mosquitoes and horseflies this morning, but once they got light, like, I mean, or really after I first got out here, probably 15 minutes, all the bugs started calming down. What's crazy, you can see, like, I mean, he's wet from here down to his hooves, like, stomping through that mud and water. Like, they just, right through the swamps, they don't care down here. Might not work as well as I thought. Alright, just had a gentleman stop by and help me load it up in the truck. That was real nice of him. Man, I just gotta say, very, very nice people down here hunting in Florida today. Talked to 5 or 6 different guys before I went in, and then 3 of them, when I came out, one of them stopped and helped me load the deer up in the bed of my truck, congratulated me. Told him, you know, I feel bad I made a bad shot. He's like, well, at least you recovered him. And then another one stopped by, asked if I needed some water because I was sweating my butt off. And I was like, man, I appreciate that, but now I got some. First Floridians hunting-wise that I've met that have just been super nice. I mean, not saying anybody else has been hateful to me, but I just really hadn't talked to anybody. And then 2 of the guys that walked in to the left where I was walking into the right, they were super nice this morning too. They were like, hey, you know, we're out here when you get back. If you got anything, just holler at us, we'll come help you. Vice versa. And I was like, yeah, for sure, just let me know. Now I gotta go out here and sign out, and you gotta show the deer. I think you gotta show that you tagged it and everything. They might weigh it and everything else. But then there's a gas station about 5 miles up the road. I'm gonna go get some ice, throw it on top of it, and run to the house and get this thing cleaned and skinned and quartered up. Not too sure what I'm gonna do with the meat yet. I know probably just gonna cut up some steaks and ground up the rest, and then might take some by Central Florida Trophy Hunts and get some summer sausage made, because that stuff is so good. Right, guys, I just went through the little check station here. I killed the first deer of the season in this WMA. That's pretty cool. So they like write down every deer that's killed out of there. They gotta weigh it and everything. So this deer weighed 115 pounds. He measured all the horns and everything. I don't even know how long he said they were, but yeah, 115 pounds. I've seen that. And first one of the season. He said the biggest one he's ever seen come out of here was like a 6 or 8 point that weighed 150 pounds. And he said normally they're about 110 to 130. And I was like, okay. And again, everybody that came by while I was standing there getting that done was like, heck yeah, man, congratulations. And I was like, man, this is a small buck to me. And he's like, oh, that's a good one. And I was like, if I killed this back home, you know, everybody would hate me. But I'm pumped. Like, that is super awesome. It makes it way more awesome, like everybody's being super nice and cool about it. When you don't get to hunt with your friends and there are people around, at least to encourage you, that's pretty cool. Definitely wish some of my friends would have been here. Cody was supposed to be down here and we were gonna hunt this afternoon and tomorrow morning, which we might still come back out here. Maybe try to get a doe or something, but I don't know for sure. I really didn't plan on killing a deer this morning. Like I just didn't think. I've been seeing them on my camera in the afternoon every day, not in the mornings. So that really shocked me. All right, well, now I'm gonna go clean her. You're not allowed to debone the deer or quarter it up or anything at the property. So decided to do it here, but I did find out if I'd had my cooler and everything with me, I could have done this at the front of that property. They had an actual cleaning station and everything there. Did not know that, but kind of glad I got my own property and do this at home. So I'm gonna get started here. One thing that Cody reminded me of, I knew obviously this was my first deer in Florida, but this is my first deer out of my saddle. I've been saddle hunting for 4 or 5 years now. First saddle kill. All the other ones have been, I've been saddle hunting and then I'll move to the ground and I'll end up killing it on the ground. So that is pretty crazy. There we go. So yeah, just like that. You gotta be real careful. Obviously we don't want to go too far through. A lot of fat on this thing. Few ticks here and there. Kind of figured that. If you've never done this, it's pretty simple. It's a lot better if you do it out in the field, but pretty much just follow everything on the deer and it comes right off. All right, done with that process. I'm keeping the back straps and some neck meat and some other meat that I cut off in my cooler at the house because I'm gonna probably cut those into steaks and grind some up just for like hamburger meat. The rest of it I'm taking over to Central Florida Trophy Hunts. I'm gonna drop it off and get some summer sausage and some breakfast sausage made. But if you guys have never skinned, cleaned, quartered, deboned anything on a deer before and you want to do it yourself, it is super easy. There's a really good YouTube video. If I can find it, I'll have it linked below. Go check it out. That dude, when I went to Kansas 2 or 3 years ago, you have to debone your meat there. And so I watched that video and taught myself how to do it right there. And it was perfect. Like I perfectly deboned that meat, and I could have done it with this one, which I should have, because this would have been a little bit better taking it to this processor. But most of it, the stuff I kept, I deboned it. But the other stuff, I just left it in the quarters and taking it over there. But yeah, that YouTube video, watch that. Super easy. You guys can knock it out super fast. It's super simple. I'm gonna stop and grab some lunch real fast because I'm starving. I haven't ate anything all day except a little granola bar and a honey bun this morning. First honey bun of the hunting season, super good. Honey buns during hunting season just hit different. And then during duck season, it's the cosmic brownies. Just got back from Central Florida Trophy Hunts. Got all that dropped off in their cooler. Had some pretty good sized deer in there. I was kind of shocked. I wonder if it was private or public land. I'm not too sure. But let me show you real fast. I got my back straps and the other meats I pulled off all staked up, cubed up, put in here. I'm gonna look up some pretty good recipes on make something good. But other than that, that's a wrap for this video. Thank you guys. I'm actually in the middle of editing the video right now. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. We got a lot of hunts this year. Florida, Arkansas, Missouri, Kansas, and then possibly going to Kentucky. And we might be going to Louisiana this year, I just heard. So be watching for all those videos. Duck season's right around the corner, early teal and goose. Probably won't be doing much of that. I usually wait till regular season to start duck hunting. It's just not cold enough for me to get out there and start duck hunting yet, but I am pumped for it. Killing this deer down here has got me pumped for more deer hunting, so super pumped about that. See you guys on the next one.